Oh! We're getting a Exorcist sequel. That's right. You read that right. We're getting an Exorcist sequel. Not good, I don't think. And the reason why? Who's it by? Blumhouse, who are notoriously terrible. They're not good anymore. I think they really have lost their... Look, for every good movie they put out, which I think is purely by fluke, they put out 10 or 20 garbage films. And they're absolutely atrocious. You only have to look at their recent films to know that. I don't personally like this news. There are some positives to it. And again, I'm just going to throw it out on the line. Like, I'm not going to beat around the bush. There are some positives to it. But by and large, this sounds like crap. Now, one good side of it is it's also by Morgan Creek. Morgan Creek are one of the rights holders, believe it or not, behind the original Nightbreed and sort of the extended Nightbreed. They own part of the rights to that, so they're not bad. They're good. I don't dislike Morgan Creek. Blumhouse is the real concern here. Now the hope is, my hope here is, and again, because this is on the Hollywood Reporter, they might not have reported it correctly, or they might not know all the details, is that Morgan Creek are actually, this is my hope, that Morgan Creek are the production company, right? So they're the studio producing it, and Blumhouse are just distributing it. Now, if that is the case, better. It's better. Because it means that Morgan Creek have say on creativity, and Blumhouse don't. Normally, anyway. So anyway, let's get into the details. And again, I don't like this news. Just going to say it from the off. But there are some positives. That's called objectivity, ladies and gents. Blumhouse and Morgan Creek Productions are behind the project. Halloween filmmaker, David Gordon Green, is ready to take on another horror classic. Now, he's in talks to direct a sequel to The Exorcist for Blumhouse and Morgan Creek Productions. Observer first reported the news. Now, it's one of those ones that, how do you follow it up? Now, William Friedkin directed the original Exorcist, which became a sensation, obviously, in 1973 and went on to earn $193 million globally, which is quite a lot for back then, Christ. Making it the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time until it was dethroned by the 2017's It. The film told the tale of a 12-year-old girl possessed by a mysterious entity and the lengths her mother and two Catholic priests go into an attempt to save her. Now, he's not coming back. William Friedkin's not coming back at all. He's not involved. Which is not a surprise, because he was the director. It's kind of like one of those things, like, whatever, I guess. He's just the director. Yes, it was a cult classic. And fantastic as well. But why would he be involved in a sequel to something he just directed? He didn't create it from the off. Now, it was adapted from William Peter Blatty's 1971 novel and earned the author an adapted screenplay Oscar. The film was nominated for 10 Oscars in all, including Best Picture and Best Director, as well as acting nominations for Ellen Burstyn, Jason Miller and Linda Blair. Now, The Exorcist remains a cultural touchstone and has spawned numerous sequels, and in 1983, Blatty published Legion. So again, there is a place they can go to. Now, it's a book sequel to his first novel. As for Friedkin, he has been vocal that he will not be involved in any sequel. But this is interesting for a few reasons. Like, they've just said it's a Exorcist sequel. They've not said it's based on the book. You'd think that would be obvious, wouldn't you? You'd think that would be the thing they come out and clarify first. So 9 times out of 10, if they're not saying it, it means that it's not part of it. Anyway, now the new film continues Green's relationship with Blumhouse, where he helmed 2018's Halloween, which successfully reignited the franchise and earned $255.8 million on a $10 million budget. Green has 2 sequels on the way, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. In addition to becoming a go-to horror director in recent years, Green has a strong name in the world of comedy, with work on TV series such as Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals, and The Righteous Gemstones. Now, That's comedy's good anyway. People that are good at comedy directors or writers or whatever, and actors actually translate quite well to horror because it's all about timing. But let's look at this, right? David Gordon Green can direct, right? He can direct. I think Halloween is a bad representation of his directing skills because a lot of that was merely replicated from the original, right? A lot of it is quite literally shot for shot the same as the original. That doesn't go to show any originality. It'll be interesting to see where they go with the sequels as to, you know, his general prowess in the world of horror, I guess. But this is garbage, you know? I think this sounds like crap. And I know there'll be people out there that like it. I get that. But how many Exorcist sequels do we have? What's going to be different about this one? There is nothing here which indicates any form of originality or even any form of appreciation for the original. I.e., yeah, we're going to follow it up, but we're going to do what the original did. We're going to base it on Blatty's books. There's none of that. So I don't think this is the only positive here, in my eyes, is the potential for David Gordon Green being good. You know, it's kind of up in the air at this point in time. Could be good, could be bad. And yes, I get, like I'm saying, he can direct, but I think we need to see a lot more, other than just rehashes of crappy franchises. Not Halloween, it's not a crappy franchise, calm down. But also the fact that, you know, we've got Morgan Creek. Now, that could be good. I think that genuinely could be good. But there's just nothing here that says anything is going to be original or is going to follow it on in a respectful fashion. And so, in doing so, in this like original initial announcement, you would think they would lead with, hey guys, we're doing this. This is how we're different from all the crap. You think that's what they do, right? But they haven't. And it's by Blumhouse as well. And Blumhouse, regardless of whatever you think of the good stuff that they put out, for every good thing, they put out 10 to 20 pieces of junk. And it's there. Like, yes, it's subjective. That's my opinion of it anyway. There is so much garbage that they pump out. It is unbelievable. The dude's just making money off of just crap. Well, it's a shame, really, but never mind. So, I hand on over to you. What do you think? I, for one, don't really like this news. But never mind. Let me know your thoughts down below. There's going to be more good horror in future, so this is just kind of par for the course. I also have another video on the back end of this, because David Gordon Green is attached to Hellraiser series. And I think this has now fallen into development hell. Calm down, there'll be a separate video on that, and I've also reached out to some sources on the show for further clarification, and I have told them full well I will be doing this video, so please do provide an update, but we'll see. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.